Live. Go ahead.
Welcome to March 3rd, 2022. It's an honor and a privilege to have you all with us, and greetings from the tropics of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We've got so many great people with us here this evening. I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you, and we got a real treat tonight with my personal sponsor, Kai Jacobson, all the way from Thailand. 8 o'clock in the morning in Thailand, and he's on with us, and one of his members of his team, our wonderful Gregory Mascari, is on the call as well. So we've got a real lot of people here today, and just to give you a little bit idea of what's going to happen. We're going to share a little bit about Lifewave. We have a few different come on tonight, and we're going to share with you their personal story, their personal testimony about Lifewave. So again, my name is Brenda, and I welcome each and every one of you here to the call tonight. So I want to begin real quick by saying how blessed I am to discover this wonderful opportunity called Lifewave. It was my dear friend Jacobson after many tries to get my attention to join Lifewave, and I had this initiative to call it my own ignorance or my own loss, but I had this initiative for so long. I was so busy at Bitcoin and busy with different things and opportunities, and I'm like these guys that sometimes get so busy when we don't have time. Yes, I was at the worst state of health in my life in March of 2020. I'll never forget the day because that's the day Carl Kai introduced me to Lifewave, and I said, I've got no more excuses, Kai. I've got no reason not to try the product any longer because I had a stroke a number of years ago and I had suffered an immense stroke. And for anybody who suffered one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But right side of my body was not working well. I was on every kind of med you can imagine. I didn't have any dexterity in my wrist. I had no movement in the right hand hardly. I couldn't fish, one of my favorite pastimes on the boat, on the lake. All of a sudden, all these things had come to an end for me. And when I realized what Lifeway was and what it gradually started doing for me when it came to my health, I was on antidepressants, I was on sleeping pills, I was on anti-inflammatory drugs, I was on everything you can imagine. And I thought, well, this is no way to live. This is just not fair. It's really not fair what happens after you have, and anybody who's ever suffered anything major, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, March 2020 came around and the pandemic had started. I had a flight release. Was living. I had to fly back to Canada. I flew back to Canada, and all of a sudden, Devin, your microphone is still on.
Can you mute those mics? Can't hear anything.
No, I can't personally. I don't have the admin. I don't know if Kai does. Kai, do you have the admin to mute those mics? I don't know. Devin muted now. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate that. So I was back in Canada quarantining for 2 weeks, and everybody's gone through 2 weeks to sit home. A wonderful opportunity to start sharing the story, my own story, my personal testimony of what the products had gradually done for me. Increased sleep and energy. It wasn't off for me a full 60 to 90 days, and that's the message that I convey to every person I talk to. Don't look for something that's going to cure you overnight. Years of something going wrong in my body, and the day I had that stroke, my life kind of changed. And when I started using the stem cell patches, and I got the glutathione on my body, day 60 to day 90 is when I started using glutathione. In the beginning, it was Eon, and it was it was the X39. Many, many wonderful benefits. And I've told the story so many times. I mean, I saw my knuckles for the first time in years. I was able to move my finger. I had dexterity. And I was able to take an ATM card out of a machine again for the very first time in years. I was actually able to use a can opener, something we take so for granted, an essential bachelor tool. And I was able to do many things again. I was able to use my fishing rod again, my right hand, reel in a fish. It's like, wow, I can do this again. I could fillet that thing again. I could do all the things I used to do, all because I finally made a choice to say yes to my dear friend's offer, whose offer I had rejected countless times. So everything started changing for me. I started building a network in April of 2020. Is the first person I talked to, and it just expanded into many countries around the world. And who would reject the option or the offer of health before wealth? Whether you're a freedom fighter, whether you're in the Bitcoin community club, that so many of our people are. I mean, health before wealth. It makes so much sense. And once I realized what I had my hands on, and I read those clinical studies, and I realized how many patents there were, and that this was a legacy company that had been around for 17 years at the time, and that we were growing at a rate of 300% per year, I said, how can I not share this with my family, my friends, whoever? So it was a great journey. And to this day, ladies and gentlemen, things are revealed to me when I put on a new patch, a carnosine behind the ear, and the sleep that I get with that product, and the X39, the inflammation continuing to go down, the ice wave working when I have acute pain, chronic pain, the Eon. So many blessings, so many amazing things have taken place since that moment I placed that first patch on my body. And I want to thank my sponsor, Kai. We're going to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to get Kai to open this up, and I want to just hear from my wonderful sponsor who never lost focus, even though 2 years of me rejecting the offer of joining Lifewave. And then I finally said, well, I'll try it, but I won't sell it. You know what I mean? But look what happened. And so Kai, if you could be so kind and just unmute yourself and share a few words about Lifewave, and then we'll get Gregory and Carl and Wilmer to speak as well here tonight. So, my sponsor out of Puerto Rico, but in Thailand, as I had mentioned earlier.
Well, thank you, Pete. I really appreciate that, and I love your story. It's great, and I'm going to keep mine very short tonight because we do have a lot of speakers, and I'm really excited to hear from everybody, from Carl and from Wilmer and from Gregory, and I think you have a few others too. So I'm going to get to meet some new people. You know, I guess what I want to speak about is that I love that we have an international business. I mean, you know, like we're here in Thailand right now, and Thailand is so much about Thailand is about serving people. The people, when you meet them, they're just all about service, and they're really sweet culture. The people are just very genuine and sweet, and they become a mecca here in Bangkok for people for health. I mean, they basically, I think 22% of the national income in Thailand is medical tourism, medical clinics. People come here to get their teeth worked on, to get everything done, you know, nose jobs, operations, you know, a lot of beauty stuff, you know, but a lot of real deep health issues. And with the COVID thing that was happening, their business literally shut down. They were like, and people are really suffering over here, like so bad, because their whole life changed because of that. And, you know, now we're watching, you know, Putin is, you know, invading Ukraine, whether you like it or don't like it, it's big stuff happening. And, you know, it's not just a pandemic, but the world is in so much upheaval. It's really powerful to have an international business. You know, I was getting a product from Ukraine, this thing called Pendenzenol. And I got an email from them saying, sorry, we're out of business. You know, our factory got, you know, we're all running for our lives. And I'm going, wow, if my whole business was just in Ukraine and I lived there, you'd be kind of out of business. And, you know, so it's not, there's a lot of things hitting the world, and we live in a lot of uncertain times. And having the diversification of a company that's in 75 countries with a truly life-changing product would, if the people in Thailand had developed this part of their business, if it had been here, they would have had all these customers all around the world that had come here to get their procedures and would be using the X39, and they'd have this steady income coming from all over the world because our business is seamless. So I think we have an incredible business for the times that are so uncertain, and it creates a stability, a baseline, and that it's such an opportunity. That we don't have to create all that. I mean, the company makes this incredible product, invented it, they ship it out to everybody. It's an amazing product that you can't get anywhere else. That's one of the special axioms of network marketing, is having a product that no one else has. That's not true with any of the fruit juices, the CBDs, the essential oils, all great businesses and companies, but you can get them many different places. You can get them on Amazon, most of them, for really great prices and good quality. But our product, because it's patented and it's an invention, the only place you can get it is with us. And we're worldwide. And that is something that you can trust and lean into. And the owner of the company is a really good guy. You can really, what I want to say is welcome home to everybody. And you're part of a community that is really smart and perfect for the times to create something you can really lean into and trust and build the future with. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me speak. Back to you, Pete. Pete, we can't hear you. Maybe Pete's coffee has finally gotten to his keyboard. I'm wondering if that's the case. I'm going to step in. Oh, there you are, Pete. Okay, yeah, now I can.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Unfortunately, I had a cup of coffee dump on my computer here, and I lost some functions here. So no mouse, no nothing. So I apologize. But we finally found that unmute button there. So Kai, I appreciate you so much and everything that you've done to support me and help me. It's almost been 2 years. And when I think back of that time when I was continuously rejecting you back in 2020, early March, and I think to myself, why did I reject such an amazing transformation health? Why did I reject thousands and thousands of dollars a month in extra income, residual income that comes to me as a result of my efforts and Kai's support in helping me in Lifewave? Why in the world did I say no for so long? And I often ask that same question to the prospects, the people I talk to. And when they come in, they're like, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? And I said, I did. I tried it a year ago, 6 months ago. So you're all going to have people like that. They may not see the vision in the beginning, and that's okay. Just keep loving them, keep sharing with them, and use that InTouch app. Amazing things will happen. Now, we're blessed to have my friend Gregory Mascari here as well on the call. And he was up in Playa here with his lovely wife, Robin, and I was here with his partner, Lynette. We had such an amazing time here in Playa del Carmen. And guess what, guys? I was just informed by Kai that Robin, Gregory, Kai, and Lynette will be back here. The Lifewave convention, or the trip, has been changed to Tulum, Mexico. And they're literally going to be 45 minutes from our doorstep here. And they're going to come out to Playa del Carmen here as well, and we're going to do some great things down here. So, Gregory, I would love to have you share for a few minutes because, my friend, you are dynamo. You speak, everyone listens, and you got to hear Gregory's story. So, Gregory, my friend, take it away.
Well, thanks very much. It's good to see you in good spirits, my friend. And sorry about your keyboard. And we are having a wonderful time over here in Bangkok, and we're building a global business, and we're going to have a wonderful time in Tulum. And I'm sure we'll be coming to spend some time in Playa del Carmen again. That was so delightful. That was one of the high points of last year, and I know it'll be a high point of this year when we're down there in mid-April. And so, and I was thinking, Pete, you were saying, why did you wait so long? And I think Lifeway, to some people, it sounds too good to be true. It really does. It just sounds too good to be true that you can put this little patch, just about anywhere on your body, and incredible things start happening. And some of you, just to make sure all of you heard how we got started, my wife, Robin, was getting stem cell injections in her old left knee. She already had a new right knee, and it was such a painful, excruciating experience. She didn't want to do it again. She needed a new knee, but she didn't want to go through that process. And about the same time, we're getting ready to pull the trigger on a $12,500 process. Kai calls up and says, "Hey, Lifewave just came out with this new patch that activates stem cells." And it was probably one of the easiest sales you'd ever made, Kai, because Robin says, "How quick can I get it?" She didn't even ask how much it was. And it got there a few days later. And she puts the X39 on C7, the back of your neck, the recommended, one of the recommended places. And 7 days later, her old bone-on-bone knee stops hurting. It's like, go figure, and this little thing the size of a quarter, can stop a bone-on-bone knee that's been that way for years, stop hurting. And that got her attention. And my wife Robin is the type of person, she can't not talk about it. And she tells this friend with that problem, that friend with this problem. Pretty soon, within a few months, we had a business. Really, Kai, you disrupted our total life because I was involved in something else, Robin is involved in something else, and all of a sudden, all that's going on around the house is Lifewave. In fact, my code word for Lifewave for the first few months was Wife Wave, because I hardly got to talk to her anymore because she was so excited about Lifewave. So, it does sound too good to be true, folks. I mean, and I'm a major health advocate. I'm 69, pushing 70, and I love the idea of turning back the biological clock. I love getting younger instead of older. I've got kids and grandkids, and I want to dance at my grandkids' wedding. I got a couple of kids that haven't got married. I want to dance at their wedding. And I truly believe in life. I'm going to be able to do that. So, the products are amazing, but it ends up being a business. For us, it turned into a business by accident. And now we're building a global business. And it continues to grow while we're sleeping. And, Pete, I know you're building a global business too. You got people, popping up in different places all around the world, including Thailand. So congratulations, so we're here for you. And, I'm 33 years full-time in direct sales network marketing, certifiably unemployable like many of you. I fell in love with this profession, and I'm in love with alternative health, and I see network marketing as alternative distribution. And these two go together hand in glove. They fit together so well. And I've been pretty successful over the years in network marketing with a few companies. The biggest challenge I ever had with those companies was the ownership, because, the owners had a different idea about the future and success than we did. Whereas with Lifewave, we got an owner with a heart of gold. I mean, David Schmidt is just off the charts. Owners of a lot of companies want bigger car, bigger boat, bigger plane, bigger house, bigger everything, right? And David just wants to do more research. David is so committed to enhancing the human condition with breakthrough technologies, right now focused with phototherapy, stem cell activation. By the way, here in Thailand, we're not allowed to say stem cell activation, so it's a wellness technology patch. Okay, it's a breakthrough in wellness technology, but we know what it does. So I'm just grateful, and God bless you, Pete, and Carl, and and Lois, and all. I see a lot of familiar faces on here. Love you guys all. We're here for you any way we can to support you.
Thank you so much, Gregory, and I so appreciate that you and Robin really had the most amazing conversation. One of your directors, executive director, Sun Wolf, in your organization, we had an incredible talk, and we were just on the same page. So thank you for that connection. He's coming out to Mexico as well. And our very next presenter here is going to also be coming to Mexico. He was heavily involved in the Freedom Convoy in Canada, as most of you are probably aware of or heard a little bit about it. Carl was instrumental and a big Mr. Carl Krenz. So, Carl, why don't you take this hour and share with us about yourself, your goals, your vision, and what you're all about, what makes you tick, Carl?
Well, thank you. It's really an honor to be here. To go down to Florida and meet Ty, Jacobson, and Robin and Gregory and yourself, and be all in the same place. It was like the perfect storm to be in. And it convinced me of what I wanted to do, and came back here. And personally, Lifewave product has been an enabling function in maintaining a really busy schedule. And I can say that I put this product to the test in Ottawa from early morning till late at night and over again for 4 solid weeks without a break. And for me, the product has made a tremendous difference in my longevity in the day, my energy level, overall lack of pain in my body. And to me, beyond all that, what the person is the testimony of other people that I've been able to introduce to, such as my housekeeper, Margaret, and some of her friends, and over, it's the testimonies that ring true. We can all have a narrative, we can all speak on a level that's very convincing, but the most convincing is when you talk to the people who experience the benefit from the product. That speaks the loudest. Because you can argue with theory and all kinds of functions, but you can never dispute the testimony. It's what they experience with the product. And that's the beauty about it. It really is as simple as you said. You just simply make the offer. It's not a pitch. You simply offer it, and when they try it, the results come in. And the organization itself and the support, and Ty, you've been a huge instrumental part of the vision going forward. And I'm really looking forward to being in Mexico. And I'm going to time it to be with you and Greg, Robin, and Pete, of course. And I know you guys are coming in for your Tulum event, and certainly we'll be there to meet with other people and to further this. But I've never been a part of something that's more exciting. And we're living in such an exciting time in this world where things are being rewritten, major pieces are shuffling. And one of the major things that people are looking for is this alternative health, as you said earlier. When you talk about alternative health with measurable results, it's what people see. It's just that simple. And Lifewave offers that in an affordable way. So to go, and all you have to do is get people to expand their thinking, give the product a chance. Take a look at the research, and more importantly, put the testimonials out there. And that's certainly what I'm going to be doing, is teaching some of the people that had real measurable results using the Lifewave product. And the rest goes for itself. You just simply have to make the offer. And when the people see the results, they come in. But the organization, having seen and been there at the Florida event, and as you said, David Schmidt is one of my mentors, and probably one of the most influential people I've met with ultimate ego. And he puts himself out there over and again and wants to go with it. And the things that he shares in Florida about the pullback the curtain, take a look at what we're doing and what things that we're doing. It was amazing. It's amazing to see it. Where the company's going to go is yet to be seen. I know it's probably really exciting to be in the pilot land and open up that market. I'm optimistic we can do there, but just everything. But what happened in Ottawa was so significant. Everybody's looking for new answers and new ways. And certainly our health, which is central to all of the things that are happening here. So that we were seeing so much of our choices. Meet your someone there, please. Jerry, thank you. Yeah, thank you. There's so many things that are being challenged right now, and responding. Any idea on this?
Okay, I think Gary may have muted there. Thank you, Gary. That was very distracting. All right, continue, please, Carl.
Well, I enjoyed the music, but it was a distraction to where I was going.
The timing wasn't quite right.
I know, like afterward with a wine glass, sure, it's perfect. But I just want to say that.
Gary goes again.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I have no ability to eject him. I'm not sure what
Give him a call on the phone.
I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you. I would be the only one anything.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. I just can't even persist.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I apologize, guys. I have no clue how to eject Gary or to get his attention. All right. You may have gotten a message. I sent him maybe messages. So, I apologize, folks. All right, please continue, Carl. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave it at that. I was talking about, that the climate is right in this world. People are looking for real answers looking for real solutions, and Lifewave offers that in a place and time where we so many as you said, look at that Ukraine. I mean, there's so many animals that have been taken down and destroyed in the wake of COVID, and here we have a ripe opportunity that just resonates in health, and it's alternative health, and it's health with measurable results. And so for me going forward, that's a tremendous offering that we can make, and I'll just leave it at that.
Well, thank you very much, Carl, and I'm really looking forward to you coming down to Mexico. I know you had looked forward and planned to be in Mexico at this time already, but the Freedom Convoy to Ottawa took precedent, and I applaud you for that, my friend. It was absolutely amazing what you guys accomplished as a team. So hats off, cheers to you for being so committed to the cause, and just want to say I appreciate you, and we'll do great things together in Mexico here when you arrive, but it doesn't have to wait till Mexico. You can start tomorrow, and that's the beauty of Lifewave. You can do it anywhere, anytime you so desire with that beautiful little InTouch app that we have. So, all right, Carl, thank you. And our next guest speaker tonight is all the way from Taber, Alberta, also part of our Alberta Freedom Convoy, and just a real voice, and just an amazing individual that I got to know personally. He was down here in Mexico as well, and we spoke to Wilmer and his wonderful wife, Lisa Duick, about Lifewave, and they went straight to Diamond, and congratulations, hats off. They went straight to manager, director as we speak. So without further ado, Wilmer, unmute yourself and say hello and share your story, my friend.
Hey, Pete. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I don't mess around. I mean business when I mean business. You know? Anyway, I've been enjoying the patches quite well already. We're on it for just 2 months, just over 2 months that we've been using them. So I think my body is one of those stubborn guys that don't get results right away. But you know what? I started seeing results at 1.5 months or so. I did have issues with my prostate. Like I had to go to the washroom about 3-4 times a night, which is very uncomfortable and not pleasant. So that's one thing that I noticed that about 1.5 months in that I noticed that was changing. Of course, I have lots of other issues that I have in my life. Is I have some vision issues that is the reason why I started looking into getting better health products in my life. And I had some other products that we're using that were supposed to be, also attacking the cells of your body, or working on the cells of your body and making them better. But been using that for a couple of years, and then I found out about Lifewave when Pete introduced it to me. So I'm like, what? You can get, stem cell activation going on here, like renewing it. I'm like, gee whiz, this is kind of interesting. And I'm like, that's got to be a key to health, because if you can create your foundation in a better way and renew it and keep it new, like what else can change, right? So that kind of intrigued me, and I have my vision issue is all about cells being lost. So there's no other hope in the world for my vision issue as far as I know. So I thought this is my key go-to for now, and see what happens. And then I also have a heart condition that I've found out in the last year, or not even a year. So a couple of those things that I wanted to see and try out with patches, and I'm quite excited about that, because I think there's a lot of opportunity. So yeah, I've been doing that, and then here Tuesday morning, I removed 4 of my wisdom teeth, top, bottom, everything, all at the same time. So I immediately went home and put these Icewave on each side, and Eon in the middle, because they were talking about infection like they always do, right? And they gave me a couple, I don't know, these containers full of anti-inflammatory pills and some antibiotics and whatnot else, Tylenol 3, and I didn't use them at all. I haven't used them except the one evening, or the first evening I took one of the antibacterial pills, because my wife figured I should, so I did her a favor and took one. But I was not into using them. I had zero pain. I had zero swelling. I still don't have swelling. If you know me, you know that I have zero swelling going on. So I don't know. The third day is usually the worst, they say. So not sure what to say about that, other than I feel good. Of course, my head can feel that there's been some trauma, but you know what? I've had my ice wave on this, right where the teeth came out. That's where I've placed it right from the get-go, and Eon in the middle here. And this morning, for the first time, I thought, you know what? I can somewhat sense that the top of my head has had a little bit of trauma. I can feel it in the morning. So I figured, I'll put them on over here this morning, right on the top here. So and just went away. All the pain is gone. And then here, just later in the afternoon, I thought, okay, it's all done. So I moved it down here again. So I'm kind of controlling all that with the patches. It's working pretty good, I think. So that's kind of amazing, I think. I mean, I've never had wisdom tooth removed before, but apparently it's a pretty bad ordeal usually, and nothing but swelling happening right from the first second. So for me, that's what I did, and I'm sticking to it. I mean, that's my story.
Your right leg story in Mexico here. Do you remember the first reaction before this? You had all that pain in your right leg and hardly able to walk any great distances. I love that. Can you share that story real quickly? I love that story as well.
Yes, actually, that wasn't even in Mexico that I did that. It was once I got home. What was it? Oh man, I don't know. A month in or so. I've had feet pain for, I don't know, 12 years. Using the X39 every day. But anyway, it was here a couple weeks ago. I had pain in my feet again. On a Saturday afternoon, I went out and worked for 1.5 hours in the backyard, and I had pain in my feet again, especially my right foot. I had damaged it in bleeds in the river there. I stepped on a sharp stone right on my heel, and it seemed like that foot was the worst since then. And I always had pain, always, and pretty bad pain. So here, just a couple weeks ago, when I had that issue, I'm like, I don't like this. I was on a Saturday, and I don't like this ordeal. And I left it alone. I'm a stubborn guy, right? And next morning, Sunday morning, it was still hurting. And I didn't do anything about it, no patches. I just kept like doing the X39. And then the afternoon, I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's use that Lifewave. Never tried it. We'll use it. We'll try it. So I put the white on the outside of my right foot and the tan on the outside of my left foot, right? So did that for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. And I felt some change. And I'm like, well, why don't I put both patches on the foot that really hurts? So I took the patch off of this left outside foot and put it right on on the spot that hurts. And it happens to be on the left side of my right foot that hurts. So I just slapped it on. I didn't pay attention to exactly where I put it. I just did a sandwich, right? So, and that took another hour, and I'm like, well, that's definitely changing. Like, there's no doubt about that. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy about it. I'm not satisfied. I'm going to make it better yet. So I took the tan patch off, and I literally found the exact spot, and which was pretty well almost on the bottom of my heel, right on the side. So I placed the tan patch on there, and by now I pulled it off 3 times, right? Put the socks back over it, went on my day. By after supper, my pain was 100% gone. And then I figured, you know what, the patch hasn't been used up, it's not been 16 hours. So at 9 o'clock when I went and showered, I said, well, I better take it off because it was falling off by now because I placed it on and off so many times. So I took it off, and after I showered, I figured, well, I'll put it back on. So after I showered, I'm like, pushing, where's the pain? I can't find it at all. Like, literally. Can't find it. And I knew where it was, but I'm like, where's the pain? And it was gone. But since I had the patch, it was halfway used up, I placed it where I figured it should be, put the socks back on, and went to bed. Had it on all night. The next day, I went to Calgary. It was an all-day drive. Usually, when I'm riding in the vehicle and I have my feet just resting on the floor and just, you know, having a good drive, the bottom of my feet will just, just hurt. I have no idea why, but they just hurt. But I'll tell you, in the morning, I woke up and that foot, I couldn't feel at all. There was aching around my foot. All day, my feet were good. Like, I had no issues.
That's awesome. That's an amazing story, and there's so many stories like that when you go into the testimonial section of Lifewave. I mean, you find real people with real stories, and that's one thing no one can take from you is your own personal testimony, your own story. And I encourage everyone, including you, Wilmer, to do a little YouTube video of your personal story and share it with your audience. That is something that I did with my pain and with the relief I had seen. And I had a real special man share it with me. And it's one of Robin and Gregory and Kai's friends, Dr. Nicholas from Arizona. We got on a call because I had this thing going on in my head. Well, maybe these patches aren't working for me any longer. We started, and then Dr. Nicholas got on a call with me, and he was sharing how to patch. And it was the first time I had rib thigh, and I hadn't used it.
You're cutting out, Pete.
I discovered what glutathione was, X39, and our next guest speaker, I don't see him on the call. I didn't get trouble getting on. Yuthana from Montreal was supposed to be here. I did have a message from him, but didn't have a chance to check it. But one thing that I do want to share here tonight on the webinar is we have a magnificent business opportunity available with all the stories here.
You're actually breaking up. Do you have a headset?
Okay, then I'm I'm going to mute. I'm going to let Hannah. I may come on to Hannah's computer. I'm going to ask Hannah real quickly to come on here, unmute. I mean, my fiance, I'm so proud to have her here with me in Mexico. I'm going to get her to come on and share a little bit about her personal vision story on the call tonight. So I'm going to put her on the spot. So she's absolute love of my life. So Hannah, get on and share with us a little bit about her story of not having to use glasses any longer. When I met her, she always had glasses on, and now she doesn't even wear glasses anymore. So since my audio is choppy, I'm going to get her to share a little bit here real quickly. So Hannah, my love, take it away and share with us a little bit.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just chatting with my friend. She's also here. Taking this Zoom, and I'm telling her she should continue using especially the X39. She's Arlene, my friend. She's in Zamboanga City, Philippines. She's my co-teacher before. That's why I told her to continue the X39 because even the same phone that it is using, even the upside down, I can read the sentences clearly. So my eyes become so clear with the X39. I observed that just after using a week of the X39. First time I used that was last June 2020. So 1 week after I used the X39, I do not anymore wear my eyeglasses. My co-teacher noticed, why are you not anymore using your eyeglasses? Can you read? I said, what? I forgot. I not even know that I am anymore using my eyeglasses. So since then, I never use my eyeglasses. And as of now, it keeps on improving my eyes. Imagine it is on the other side of the chair. I can still read her sentence. I checked what he is writing. So can you read what on the upside down of my of the letters that I'm writing? He said, yes, it's so clear. So the Bible with the help, that's why I am telling my friend, it's just a small amount to improve your health, which is health is so important. So that's the best experience that I can purchase. But then there are so many things that improve my whole body that I have experienced, which makes you feel young, not only physical, but inside you feel very like active, younger, everything. It's like a miracle product for me.
All right, well, thank you, Hannah, for sharing that. It's been so obvious to me since you started using Lifewave, the changes that have taken place, not just with your vision, but many other areas as well. And I'm so proud of you because you know what? This is what she does. If we're out on the beach, doesn't matter where we are, she'll strike up a conversation. And she did this recently with a couple from Canada. They're on their way to Port Canada. We're spending some time here to fly on the beach. And all of a sudden, Hannah's speaking with her and her husband, and they're big-time business people, very wealthy. And she's talking to Judy, and all of a sudden, they're totally interested. We go out for dinner 2 or 3 times, and we developed a real close relationship. They're in Portugal now, and Hannah got them to sign up that very next day, and she's sponsored 5 new people here since she's been here in Mexico this short little while. And I think that just deserves an applause. You know what I mean? That's just amazing to me to have someone like with the high school background. I mean, never been in network marketing, never been in any networking business of any kind before, comes into Lifewave, just so sincere, genuinely shares products. Every time I have a problem with something, a pain or something, oh, you must put X39, you must put Eon, you must put harnessing, you must put glutathione in there. And it's amazing. When I listen to her and I do it, sometimes I do it out of humor. Okay, I'll put it on, but I don't think that'll work for that. And she's spot on. It works. Something happens. Something changes. And this massive toothache, like remember, I had it so throbbing, so thick, it looked like I had an apple in my cheek. And she's like, put an X39 right there. And I woke up and it was flat. It was gone. It was like the most miraculous thing I ever saw. So I just really appreciate Hannah, and she's been wonderful just as a partner, and we just work together so well. It's amazing. So, anybody else have Well, what's your favorite species like that? We've got a little open time here. We got another 12 minutes here that we can have anybody come on and share. Or Kai, if you have anything you want to add, I'd love to have you come back and share.
Well, I saw Lynette raise her hand a little earlier. She's unmuted. Maybe she might want to speak just really briefly. Lynette, do you have anything you want to share?
Sorry, I never raised my hand.
Your site raised a hand. Maybe it was something you just touched by mistake. I apologize.
You're so funny. But regardless, I do love these patches. I was one of the rare individuals that I didn't feel change at all for a while. However, I've been wearing patches before X39 came out, and I know for a fact how well the Lifewave worked and how well the Eon patch worked. So I had made the decision I'm going to trust, because maybe over time the X39 will start appearing in my life. I don't know what it means. So it was actually really cool when I go to the conference and listen to all of these stories. Someone on stage was saying, "Oh, I noticed things like I'm no longer bleeding when I floss every day," and I am one of those people. I just went, "Oh my God, I forgot I didn't notice that." And then another thing that showed up for me was, as we age, our hair starts falling out. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. And I have so much hair anyway. I actually didn't notice it, but my partner Kai noticed it because we'd be vacuuming, and he would notice and I guess I didn't notice because he was always the one that cleans the head of the vacuum cleaner. He'd always have to sit down with scissors and cut my long hair out of it. And then I don't know, over time he noticed so much hair. So either he thought I wasn't vacuuming or my hair was just not falling out as much. And other things happen, throughout our lives. Simple things like if I'm cooking, I'll burn myself. And, run your finger underwater for a long time, hoping the pain will stop, and go away. And it would hit me, let me try, a patch. So it's good to know if you guys ever burn yourself doing something. I was cooking. I went ahead and put the X39 right on the burn, and it took 2 minutes. I was watching the clock, and in 2 minutes that pain was gone from burning myself on the stove. So I love these patches. They are just miraculous at times, and I'm so lucky to have stumbled upon such a thing like this. And I'm very grateful for David Schmidt for making a product for all of us. And I know there are many, many people out there just waiting for all of us to introduce something so that they can help, relieve their pain or whatever their issues are. So anyway, thank you guys. Good to see you, Hannah.
Thank you, and always a pleasure to hear you, and I look forward to seeing you again when you come to Playa. And I've got that pink mug of yours stored so safely. It's going to be back in your possession when you return. So it's going to be great to see you again, Lynette. So anybody else in the room have any questions at all? I know we have some guests here.
Hey, you keep bragging about going to Mexico. You gotta be careful. I might not be able to do my work anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think he can't hear you again, so I'll jump in and speak a little bit. Yeah, you're breaking up so much that we can't even hear what you're saying. So I guess what I'd like to share is, I've ended up building a very big business with Lifewave over the years, and it's so simple. All you have to do is invite people to try the product and to explore it and just watch a video or something like that, or get on a call. And by just inviting people and following up, you kind of follow up and say, what did you like best? I don't usually say what do you think. I say what did you like best? And then just, maybe invite them to a three-way call if they're really were excited about something they heard or interested. It's that simple. If you just do that over and over again, in time, you'll end up with a really great business. And you know, then you get your product free, and the next step is you have a little extra money to be able to do extra things. And if you want, you can even get to a place of making a couple of levels with it. And even you can take it beyond that. You can make much more with it after a number of years if you're, you know, passionate about it. And it can be whatever you want it to be. You know, there's no pressure or anything. But if you do want to take it to a little bit different level, like get your product free or start making some nice extra money, just share this with people. It's that simple. And then help them share their connections. And it's just such a simple business. Yet, you know, for many people, it's just hard to remember to do that. And you can take this as far as you want. It can become, you know, making more than a doctor who you know does who's a big surgeon or something like that. And yet, you know, that's the whole core of the business. It's that simple. And the beauty is that we really have a product that's life changing, and it's really special for people to use, and it sells itself as people use it and experience it. So anyway, Pete, I'm going to turn it back to you. Maybe we can hear you. Looks like you're on a computer.
Yeah, I'm on the conference right now. My mind is stacking up. I don't know what's going on there. I get coffee. I labeled my computer just before the webinar. So, anyways, yeah, the screen probably doesn't look nice. It's kind of sitting there, but I apologize for that. But, yeah, you know what? One thing that I find absolutely amazing with this product is you, the user. And I didn't even talk about that today. But I do want to talk about something here in closing. That in terms of where I was 2 years ago, I want to share with you that my 155, my biological clock has been turned back 20 years. I'm back to 35 years of age biologically right now. Honestly, I say that without a shadow of doubt. I say that with utmost convincing language to you because there's no way you can put words to this other than to experience it with your own body after you've done this for a while and on these products. So even for Anna, I mean, some people say, oh, she's so much younger than you, and she's your fiance. You know what? She's older than me, actually. You never tell by looking at her, right? And the youthfulness in her. That she uses in the Alveda skin cream. She's into all of this stuff, and she shares it with people constantly. So don't discount the fact that there's other things like the Alveda products and weight loss products and harnessing and I mean, there's so much here, guys. We explore, and some just want to start with X39, maybe that's all he's doing. That's fine. That's your business. It's up to you to decide how you wish to run your organization. So, I just appreciate everyone and whoever you decide to build it, whether it's very part-time, you know, it's people for a reason. Like I'm Bob Newell's here. I mean, he had quite the incident here. I'm not going to go into detail today, but he had a broken foot. Oh my gosh, it went down, it was right back again, and eventually it was broken. I mean, it was broken. He had to go and getting fixed and patches on patches now for maintenance, and I think it's making a world of difference for him as well. But these patches do work, ladies and gentlemen. Bob's got the thumbs up there, and you know, I wish our be making an hour, and that's beyond that. So, Gregory, if you have any closing words at all, I would love to hear the final closing words from you, since you're on the call here as well. It's such a treat to hear the wisdom that flows from your mouth. What would your advice be to anybody here? What would the one most powerful piece of advice that you would give to people here tonight?
Just be here a year from now. Just hang in there. You know, my first year in was marketing. Failure wasn't an option because I just sold my business and I had nothing else to do. I couldn't afford to do anything else because I was in litigation after the sale. And I hung in there. Otherwise, like many people, I probably would have quit because it was difficult in the beginning. You know, it's like you could be the best basketball player in the world, right? Michael Jordan. And then try and play baseball. A humbling experience. You know? So it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's a new skill set. But once you learn it, it's net work marketing, but it turns into net play. And one of my favorite sayings is, the luckiest person in the world is they that fall in love with their job, because you never have to work another day in your life. And you know, me, Robin, Ty, Lynette, Pete, we love this business. You know, we're in love with this business. This is not work. You know, this is a blessing. And so we're here in Bangkok, getting ready to have a team meeting with our Bangkok launch team. So I'm just looking forward to seeing you next month, Pete, and everyone else, and meeting your beloved Hannah. I can't wait to give her a big hug. And so God bless you all, and we're part of a great company here.
So much, Gregory. We so appreciate you and
Kai and everybody that took time out of their schedule to be on this call tonight. We're going to end the recording now. And anybody wants to stay and anybody's got a few questions they want to do, we'll do that after the recording. So Gerhard, you can end the recording again. Thanks everyone for joining us here this evening. Q&A.